welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this stylish side pleated dress. I'm going to make a pattern for this dress and I will teach you how to stitch as well. So stay with me, and this video is a little bit longer. However, before we dive into it, make sure you subscribe this channel so you can get future video notifications. So let's get started. Hi, I will start sharing my shopping for my fabric cutting and pattern stuff. Is a scissor and it came with a sharp thread cutter and I bought from Amazon. I will add the link below. And this is a rotary cutter, and this is a pattern making mat, so you can cut fabric and paper and vinyl on this piece of mat. It came with a ruler and this rotary cutter with the blades. A lot of nice accessories came with it, and these have like a dark yellow color centimeter marks, so you can see them easily, and it really helps to make patterns and cutting. So I will add the link below if you would like to buy it. So that's it. So let's get started with our today's pattern. So I'm using my previously made pattern, but I will use to make a new pattern for the front part of the dress, because we need to cut it and design it. For the back we can use the same pattern. Now I am cutting the separate pattern, then we will use it to design our front part of the dress, which I am going to make is a side pleated dress. So first of all, use your pattern, and how to make pattern I have done previous video, and I will add the link below so you can go and have a look. And after cutting the pattern, we have a spare piece of fabric, of pattern to cut and design our dress. Now make sure the bust measurement, check bust measurement, waist measurement. Waist measurement normally I measure from my shoulder to 15 inches down. So you can check your waist, but normally size 10 or a medium small size is from shoulder to 15 inches down. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just the front part we will make a little bit deeper. I'm going to use my French curve ruler, and I will make the armhole about 1 centimeter, 1 or 2 centimeter you can do deeper. So after marking using my French curve ruler, now I have make the front deeper. So in this dress, make sure your dress is tight, and use a stretchy fabric, because we are going to add plaiting, and plaiting it will look nice when they are stretched. So make sure you make a tight bodycon dress. So now from the armhole, go down 6 centimeter and mark it, and after 6 centimeter go down 5 inches and mark. This is our waistline, 15 inches, and then from the both side up and down 15 inches I mark 6 centimeters. Now this is a small curve I'm making, like a 6 centimeter depth. You can make deep as much you want. This is totally up to you, and then just give curve or like a half of the circle, but you can't make really a circle over here, so you just make little oval shape, and then 3 centimeter I'm marking 3 centimeter marks on this oval area. So this area we will be cutting, and then we will be making slashes. So there is no right and wrong. From this marks I make 3 centimeter each. You can just keep extending and marking, just like I am doing some marks. It's totally up to you if you want to keep your pleats up to your neckline, or you can just start from the shoulder. It's totally up to you. So I'm just designing as I like. So you can make more plates if you want, small plates as well. So this is basically way of making the pattern. So now all the marks 3 centimeter I made. Now I have spread these marks, and normally this from the I'm now cutting it, and after cutting I will start cutting these lines I make. Now this is another part of the top. I'm going to make neckline. Before I start cutting, I'm going to make my neckline little deeper because I don't want very close neck. So after cutting neckline, I will start cutting the rest of the pattern. Okay, now I will start cutting, and let's try try my new mat. I'm going to use my rotary cutter. And what is the idea behind? So you make sure that you do not cut whole paper, just come across the near the edge and just leave little bit. So just like I'm doing, use any ruler. You don't have to buy this mat or thing. You can just use your own ruler. So I like making patterns, so I bought it. So it's quite helpful tool basically. And just like I'm doing it, you can use scissor as well. Keep cutting on the line which we made, and after cutting the line, make sure you do not cut whole dress through, just at the edge about 1 centimeter. Just stop at the end and keep cutting side by side. And after cutting, we will add extra color paper. Now you can see all the pieces are ready. I have cut them, and you can use a big sheet of paper as well, but I haven't got any big sheet of paper, so I'm using colored paper I have. So the side part I'm using sellotape, and then I will cut like a 1 centimeter bigger piece afterward. But first of all, we will make our this main dress safe. Now I'm using pink paper and spread all these splashes. These parts of the dress, and each part of the dress I am keeping 6 centimeter apart. Make sure each from one mark to another one, there is a 6 centimeter apart. All of them are 6 centimeter apart. Make sure and keep using your sellotape and keep spreading these pieces of the front dress. So after doing the basic idea is that you will have a spare fabric to give the pleats. So 6 centimeter apart, all of them, and we will use them this extra fabric to make pleats and bring whole dress back to its original shape. So keep watching how I'm doing. Now I'm just using a different color paper so you can see, and sellotaping it so our pattern is safe. So extra paper, I will cut it after. So just like this, I'm using sellotape so everything is fixed, and after that I will start cutting the excess paper. So all my gaps are safe now. So this is how it looks like. It looks quite long. Now this on the side, just start marking and make sure these marks are slightly curved, not straight. Just like I'm cutting now, extra pink color paper, and then our pattern is ready. And this is how it looks like now. This is a front part, and this is a side part. So after pleating, this will come back to the original size of the top I am making. Now this fabric I'm using is a stretchy fabric. It's called scuba crepe fabric. It is a quite nice and a stretchy fabric. It's not really thick and not very thin. It's a jersey fabric. So first of all, I'm cutting back part, and after cutting back part, I will start cutting the front one. So back because this dress pattern I have is not long enough, so I will keep the length I want. So make sure you take your measurement, and according to your measurement cut your fabric. By the way, this scissor I bought new one is really nice, and its cutting is really smooth and sharp. It's a stainless steel scissor. If you are looking to buy new scissor, you can buy this one. I will recommend. I really like it. I'm enjoying cutting using my new scissor. So this is my back part of the dress is ready. I will remove it and I will pin it up so we can the back basically this back pattern we will use at the end to make sure the extra fabric we left in a front to cut it any extra part. So because this is a bodycon dress and I don't want you to make this dress very loose, otherwise it won't look nice. So from hip make it a little tighter so it gives a good shape around your legs and around your knees. So cut it bit more, use your French curve ruler or use your possibly hand if you are good at freehand drawing. So make sure that it's nicely fitted. Now I have placed the fabric on a floor because it's quite big pattern and I can't cut it on a table. So this is a front pattern. I place it on the fabric and simply I'm cutting the fabric according to the pattern. So it is better to leave some extra fabric at the base and according to your length, so we can cut it later on. And this is a front part which will come in a pleated form. And this is the back side I'm cutting now, and I just leave a little bit extra, go straight down, so I will cut the excess shape later on. And just cut according to the length I wanted. So you choose your length. I wanted at least 40 inches long dress. Now I'm using my pattern and cutting the fabric for the curved part of the dress, and I just left 1 centimeter bigger fabric than the actual pattern. This is our front part and I'm marking all 6 centimeters away because there was a 6 centimeter distance we did, and on this curve part I am marking 3 centimeter marks on the fabric, so we will know where we are going to make our plaits. So just 3 centimeter on the curve, and on the longer side 6 centimeters. Now you can see I just folded fabric, and this front part is coming equally as this oval part we cut, and the mark 6 centimeter we did. I'm just making up plaits from the point, pick it up and put it down and keep making up plaits, and you can see is equivalent to almost equal to the part we cut. So this long part you was watching is coming to the shape. Now we are attaching this curve part with the actual dress using my pins, and after attaching I will stitch this part and you will see how lovely it looks. And this is how it should look like after pinning up. And now this is the extra fabric. We will from the bottom we will place our back part, and then we will make sure that is equivalent. So now see anything which you want to change or edit. I want to make neckline a little deeper, so I'm making sure that is deep enough, which I am happy with. Now I have stitched plaits using my overlocker. Because the jersey fabric, I prefer to use overlocker. You can use a sewing machine if you like. And this is how it looks like after sewing. And now I'm going to make neck lining first before we go ahead. So just simply place, because this is jersey fabric, place a spare fabric underneath and cut at least 1.5 inches strip according to the shape of your neckline, and the same I will be doing for the back. Now place this lining on your fabric, use your pins, and after using pins I will use my sewing machine to sew it. And now I'm going to cut the lining for the back part of the fabric, and in the same way I will cut the back part of the fabric as well, lining fabric, sorry. So because if the neckline will be ready, so it will be simply easy to attach front and back parts. Back lining is 1.5 inches strip as well, and I have cut back part lining as well and simply place it on the fabric. I have stitched it using my overlocker, and I am now folding it back and using my needle and thread. Because I have to attach the dress, so it's better to use, you can use pins as well if you want, but I prefer needle and thread. Now front part is folded back, front lining part, and now I'm going to do the same for the back. Now I'm going to attach front and back part of the dress, and we will start stitching the shoulders. And now the shoulders I have attached and folded inside out, and you can see the lining in between them is like an invisible stitch. Now I'm folding the back lining using my needle and thread as well. So our shoulders are attached, and basically front and back part of the dress are attached, and after that I will stitch the sides of the dress. And make sure you do not leave any extra fabric around your sides, because it look nice when it will be the fitted dress. And this dress, how it looks like. Now this is the front part, and I'm just making sure any extra fabric or sometime extra fabric on a shoulder, just cut it through and cut extra threads. And this is how our front and back parts join together. And I'm going to use my pins to attach this front and back part together, and I will cut the excess fabric, because back part of the dress we cut, that was exact measurement, so we will be making sure that our front part matching to the back, and any fabric is extra, we will cut it. So I'm just using my pins and lining the matching front and back part. So I have done one side, and I'm going to do the same on another side. Now I'm going to cut the extra fabric which I left, so according to the shape of our back part of the dress. So make sure this dress has a good shape and good fitting. So I'm just cutting excess, and then I will use my overlocker to stitch the sides. So this is how our dress looks like after stitching front and back parts. And this is how my dress looks like now. So I'm going to add sleeves. You can leave it sleeveless as well. It is pretty cold in London, so I'm going to add some sleeves to wear it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you all in my next video. Bye.